I was working on a hi, Angelina Sparkling Diva. I was doing this unboxing review, and I'm gonna do a pick a card reading after that as well. And then suddenly I noticed that the camera wasn't focused, so I'm starting all over again. That's the problem when you get a wee bit older and you need reading glasses to see up close. I hadn't seen it until I put on my reading glasses. Anyhow, the brand new deck by Rebecca Campbell, the Rose Oracle, it came in for me today. About an hour ago, and since I personally love roses, I have a lot of decorative stuff with roses in my home everywhere, and of course also in the garden. And yeah, so this really, you know, spoke to me, and I love her decks because they really have these ascension messages, interpretations of the cards, and I like her vibration. So yeah, I got it in. As you can see, the box is just a regular hard box, but it's the same design as the Starseed Oracle with the triangle here where it opens, right? And then you can put it like that, and then at the top here you can put a card in it like that, and then well, normally if it's lower down you can then see the card. You can put it on your altar if you wish to, and yeah, so that's she used that design again for this deck. This is the back of the cards, also very beautiful. And there is an extra card with it, not the part of the oracle itself, but it's the Rose Oracle attunement, and that attunement is then on the other side of this card, and also information where you can download the free visual and audio of that attunement as well. So it's really rather complete. Well, usually her decks are actually. So yeah, well, let's have a look at the cards. I will also show you the booklet, so you have an idea of what that is like, the interpretations of the cards, and what you can expect to receive, because that's what I always want to know when I am going to buy a new deck. And then of course the 3-card pick a card reading. So let's get into it. Let's get on with it, and I'll have to keep an eye on it remaining focused after the rain. Beautiful card. The artwork is very similar to her other 2-card decks. I'm not certain if it's the same artist or whether this is a different person doing it. Then we have the Anointed, and then we go to the Bloom. And because this is some type of collage on each card, there is a lot to see. So yeah, that makes it really very interesting to, you know, one time you may focus on one thing, and then another reading, another thing might jump out. And then we have the Breathing Rose. And then the, I hope the following order is still okay, because I was already doing it. Brothers of the Rose. Now this I totally love, that she incorporated the masculine in this deck. I really like that. So not just the divine feminine, but yeah, we have to come together, right? We have to unite. And so I think that's really great that she did that. Then we have the Bud. And then we have the Child Within. Beautiful card where she's holding the baby. And Codes of the Seeds. And there's so much to see. It's just, yeah, I like it. come to me. I'm going to move up a wee bit higher now. And then we have the crowning. Fertility, void. The woman laying here on her back and her face. I like that a lot. It's beautiful. The grandmothers. And the great mother. And healing is happening. And then here you see all these figures, women. And here as well, there's so much to see in every card. Healing the mother line. Held. Now look at that, because here you see this woman. And then here is another woman curled up, being held in the hands of that woman. The Holy Grail. Now this really moved me when I saw it. I haven't read the text yet, but this really moved me. Lineage of the Rose. Morning Dew. Mother Rose. And again, look at all this stuff that is in this card. There's all these people, figures, yeah, so much there. The Mystic Rose. Open. Plant yourself here. And that's also what it says on the inside of the box at the bottom. And I do think on the inside, yeah, on the other side, the top side of the box as well. Rapture. Now some cards like this one, you really have to kind of look for what's there to see, at least for me, maybe could be me. Release the petals. I like that. Transformation, rebirth, shedding. Nice. The return. The reunion. Now some of these cards I'd already seen online. Is if you go to her website, you can use the Rose Oracle there. There is a pull a card thing there. The Rose Garden. Of course, not all cards are in there. It's limited, but still, it's nice. The Rose Garden. Beautiful card again. The Rose of Venus. And then the spiral here. The Rose Thread. Rose Without Thorns. The Sacred Union. That's the back side. The Sacred Waters. The Second Bloom. Sophia. Or Sophia, whatever. Like that too. Because there is actually the Rose of Sophia, right? So I love that it's in here. Sub Rosa. The Sun. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. I just love that. The colors. And then here you see these two dancers. I love it. Temple of the Rose. Another beautiful card. The Thorn. More of an Egyptian feel to it. I'm not certain to say that that is Isis, but maybe that's in the booklet. The Thorn. And then we have Trust the Seasons. About cycles. The Wastelands. Tend to your garden. Slow down. Sustainability. And then we have We Are Nature. What a beautiful card. That's, of course, my taste. Whispers of Mother Earth. And then the last one, The Wild Rose. Well, I really love this deck so far. And I haven't, like I said, I'm not certain if I said that in the first recording or the second recording. I haven't worked with this at all yet. Not even drawn the one card, right? So I have no idea. It only just came in and I'm now doing this recording. So, yeah, it's, I like it. Now, yes, it's still focused. Oh, thank goodness. So let's first do the booklet that I'm gonna show you some stuff about that so you have an idea. And then we're going to do the pick a card. The booklet, like I said, there's information in here on why she did this, what moved her, and so you can go through that, read that if you want, and why, you know, the box, the portable altar with the triangular lid. And then we get to the, in the index, the interpretations of the cards. As you can see, it's all an alphabetically sorted. Cards have no numbers on them. So then I'm just going to skip that part where she's explaining how she got to doing this oracle deck, because that, if you wish to know that, you can read it on our website or buy the deck, this deck as well. And then here we see, I just opened one, okay, just potluck, the bloom, and then here you have an idea of what you will get. So if you paused the video, you could, I hopefully read that. And then you have an idea of what kind of information you're gonna get. So the name, the bloom, and then the caption, the message, and then here in italics the rose transmission. So then it's going to be like that for every card. I'm gonna do one more, show you one more, so you can pause it and read that. And yeah, so it's like that for every card. As you can see, the examples of the card are in there, but they're black and white except for this bottom part. That is a bit of a shame, but okay. it's fine, you know. That's right. So I'm gonna shuffle the cards, and then we're gonna do a pick a card now. Righty, there we are. I have 3 cards. So just look at them and feel from left to right. It's 1, 2, 3. If you need more time then to tune in and feel which message is for you, just pause the video. Right? I'm gonna get on with it now, otherwise it's gonna get way too long. And I will read the entire message of each card for this reading. Right, so numbers 1, this is your card. Beautiful, gentle, loving card. The Rose Garden. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. You're holy and whole. You're innocent and innately good. You're wholly welcome here. You never got kicked out of the garden. None of us did. This card delivers a message of welcomeness, of returning to our innocence. If you feel as if you've done something wrong without knowing what you've done, if you feel ashamed about hurting someone, if you're finding it hard to forgive yourself, then this card is gently calling you to release any shame, judgment, or bad feelings, to do what you need to do to let go and make amends, to remember that you're human, and as a human you are here to learn and grow, and so is everyone else. You're not broken, you never were. You're a work in progress, we all are. You're learning and unlearning, we all are. Be gentle with yourself and in turn be gentle with others. Return to your humanity, your humanness. Remember that you were never perfect, and being human isn't about perfection. Grow and learn, but do it softly. You have goodness in you. Remember that. Cherish that. And cherish that in others too. We're all doing the best we can. When we learn, we can choose to do something new. Commit to learning and doing better each and every day. This is what it means to be human, to embrace our humanness. Without it, we deny the shadow, and it is through facing the shadow without defense that we can learn and grow. Embrace your humanity and you'll find it easier to embrace others and the whole world. And then the soul inquiry that comes with this card is, how can you be more gentle with yourself? So that's your message, number 1. And numbers 1, and I do hope it is resonating with you. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Numbers 2, your message, and I'm going to read the whole message in the booklet with this. The child within. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. We can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule and beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves, to find a way to soften, to remember that no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we are all innocent children of the stars and the earth. The flowers are here for us. They are a safe, soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It's reminding you to treat yourself like the innocent child that you are, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart. We all have a child within us who at some point went into exile because they were hurt or because the world didn't feel safe. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to that age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we cannot change the past, what we can do is scoop up that child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. And the soul inquiry with this, how can you tenderly tend the child within? So I'm gonna let you sit with that. I hope it resonates. Wishing you a wonderful day. Numbers 3. I'm gonna read the entire message for this reading from the booklet with this card. The Sacred Waters is your card. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest and self-care. Yeah, he's still focused. The Sacred Waters are the life-giving mother of us all. Her healing waters replenish us and give us life. We're made up of her. Like the rose, we need her waters to survive and thrive. We must drop our roots deep to receive the nourishment we so deeply need, to appreciate, protect and honor the very thing that we take for granted. The mother of the sacred waters delivers a message to slow down and take care of yourself, particularly your body, to prioritize your well-being and to live in a way that's sustainable. She reminds us to replenish and nourish ourselves and take care of our health all the time, and not just when we feel unbalanced. You are being called to nourish and replenish yourself before you become brittle and parched. The mother of the sacred waters wants you to know that there's nothing more important in your life than the care of your own sacred vessel of a body, and the earth is an extension of that. She wants you to treat yourself with tender care, to cherish your body and hers, to fill your well until it spills over, and once it does, to find a way to give back from this place of plenty, to give your body what it's yearning for most before it turns into an urgent need. And the soul inquiry with this card is, what's your body yearning for? So I hope that resonates with you at this moment, and that the message is helpful. Maybe you just need to drink more water. That could be the message, but it can also be everything else that you take in, of course. I'm going to leave you with that, and thank you for watching, and wishing you a wonderful day. Bye bye. Now, I have not addressed the stock yet. So for people interested in buying this, and I hope I'll remember to add that in the description with the timestamp, but the stock I think is pretty much the same as the stock in her previous decks, the Work Your Light Oracle and Starseed Oracle, and I've just worked with it right for the reading, and I shuffled it. It shuffles okay. I don't think I'm gonna need to use the fanning powder on this deck, which often on Hay House decks I do need to do, which is really annoying. And it is quite a lot of work to do that, actually, and to then get it right, and I really don't like it. But this so far seems to be okay, and the stock is it feels thinnish in a way, but not flimsy. I've had thinner card, usually what's that, Scarabeo thingy. Anyhow, I've had thinner cards that you actually have to be really careful with. This feels strong enough, sturdy enough, and it bends easily. As you can see, it's quite strong. So it's a good card, a good stock, and it doesn't have a really glossy shine, which is also very handy when you're doing recordings, because then I have to always angle and you know, so there is no glare on the cards and all that stuff. So in that sense, it's really well done, and especially if you do not have to use the fanning powder, because I so dislike doing that. Then I'm not certain yet about the fanning powder, but because, like, see, if I do this, want to open it, it doesn't open like a beautiful fan. It still stays together in clumps a little bit. But if it shuffles okay, then I'm might be good with it. So wanted to show you that as well. And of course it does not have any edging, no gold or silver or anything. And so I think I've covered everything now about the deck. I've showed you the booklet clearly in view, so you can read the interpretation of 2 cards. And so thank you for watching. I hope it's helpful. And so far I think it's actually a really great new deck by Rebecca Campbell. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.